Hello students. So today we are going to read about series circuit. A series circuit is a circuit in which resistors are arranged in a chain. So the current has only one path to take. The current is the same through each resistor. The total resistance of the circuit is found by simply adding up the resistance value of individual resistors. For example, if R is the total resistance, then it will be the sum of R1 plus R2 plus R3 and so on for this particular circuit. A series circuit shown in the diagram above. Suppose if we take the R1 value as 8 ohm, R2 as 8 and R3 as 4 ohms, then the total resistance will be 8 plus 8 plus 4, that is equal to 20 ohms. So this is a demonstration of a series circuit in which we have a switch, we have 3 loads and a battery connected in series. So now we will talk about parallel circuits. A parallel circuit is a circuit in which the resistors are arranged with their head connected together and all their tails connected together. The current in a parallel circuit breaks up with some flowing along each parallel branch and recombining when the branch meets again. The voltage across each resistor in a parallel circuit is same. So if we see this diagram, the total resistance of a set of resistors in parallel is found by adding up the reciprocals of the resistance, that is like 1 by R. So it will be 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus R2 plus R3 and so on, depending upon the number of resistance we have in the circuit. A parallel circuit is shown in the diagram above. Suppose if we take the value of R1 as 8 ohms, R2 as 8 ohms, R3 as 4 ohms, then the total resistance is found by 1 by R is equal to 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 4, which will be equal to 1 by 2, and if you reverse it, it will give the value of R as 2 ohms. So this is a little mathematical calculations we have. So now we will talk about a parallel resistor in short circuit. If the resistors in parallel are identical, it can be very easy to work out for the equivalent resistance. In this case, the equivalent resistance of n identical resistors is the resistance of one resistor divided by n. The number of resistors, which n is the number of resistors. So, two 40 ohm resistor in parallel are equal to 120 ohm resistors. 5 50 ohm resistor in the same way will be in parallel are equal to 10 ohm resistor, etc. So when calculating the equivalent resistance of a set of parallel resistor, people often forget to flip the 1 by R upside down, putting 1 by 5 of an ohm instead of 5 ohms. For instance, here is a way to check your answer. If you have 2 or more resistors in parallel, look for the one with the smallest resistance. The equivalent resistance will always be between the smallest resistance divided by the number of resistor and the smallest resistance. Here is an example. So if you read this example, you will understand how we are calculating. So now we will move on to circuits with series and parallel components both together. Many circuits have a combination of series and parallel resistors. Okay. Generally, the total resistance in the circuit is found by reducing the different series and parallel combination steps to end up with a single equivalent resistance for the circuit. This allows the current to be determined easily. The current flowing through each resistor can be found by undoing the reduction process. So basically there are some rules, general rules. Okay. So two or more resistors with their head directly connected together and their tail directly together are in parallel, as we have seen before also, and they can be reduced to one resistor using the equivalent resistance equation. Okay, so two resistors connected together so that the tail of one is connected to the head of the next will be in series, and the equivalent resistance also be calculated using the series formula. Finally, remember that for resistors in series, the current is the same for each resistor, and for the resistor in parallel, the voltage is same for each one. So now we will see the difference between the series and parallel circuits. The major difference between the series and the parallel circuit is the amount of current that flows through each component in the circuit. In a series circuit, the same amount of current flows through all the components placed in it. On the other hand, in the parallel circuits, the components are placed in parallel with each other. Due to this, the circuit splits the current flow. The current flowing from the source will be divided into current flowing through each component. So if we go in detail about series circuit, so we already studied before, the same amount of current flows through all components. In an electrical circuit, components are arranged in a line. When the resistors are put in series circuit, the voltage across each resistors is different, and though the current flow is the same. If one component breaks down, then the whole circuit will fail. So if Vt is the total voltage, that is Vt total voltage equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Same way, if we go for the parallel, the current flowing through each component combines to form the current flow through the source. In an electrical circuit, components are arranged parallel to each other. So when resistors are put in parallel, the voltage across each resistor will be same, and even the polarities are same. Okay, the components will function even if one component breaks, so it will not fail the entire circuit. So if Vt is the total voltage, then it will be V1 is equal to V2 is equal to V3. So this is another demonstration of a series circuit with a resistor. A circuit is composed of conductors, that is wire, power source, load, resistor and a switch. A circuit starts and ends at the same point. Usually copper wire is without insulation is used as a conductor. A switch is used to make or break the circuit, and resistors control the flow of electric current in the circuit. A resistor is a passive element, which means that it only consumes power but does not generate power. A load in a circuit consumes electrical energy and converts it into forms of energy like light, heat, etc. For example, we have fan, bulbs, tube lights. Okay, so now the question comes, why do we need a combination circuit? So in an electrical circuit, the different components are connected either in series or in parallel to produce different resistive networks. Sometimes in the same circuit, resistors can be connected both in parallel and series across different loops to produce a more complex resistive network. These circuits are known as mixed circuits, okay, in which we have a combination of both parallel and series. It is important to know how to do this because resistor never exists in isolation. They are always part of a larger circuit that will have many resistors connected in different combinations. So, how do we calculate this total resistance for resistors in series and parallel circuits? In the next section, we will look. So we have given below the disadvantages of series and parallel circuits and also the advantages. So if you see about series circuit, the advantages are currents in all parts are same. This causes the bulbs to light up with the same brightness. The current in the circuit increase if the more cells are connected. All the circuit components are controlled by one switch. And what is the disadvantage? There is only one path for the current to flow. So if a component fails, the entire circle fails. Series, the cells connected in series do not last long, so their life is less. If more bulbs are added, the resistance in the circuit increases, causing the electric current to decrease. So now we see about the parallel circuit advantages and disadvantages. So if one bulb is burnt, the other bulb continues to shine. Okay, so the entire circuit doesn't fail. So parallel cells last longer, and each bulb receives same voltage that is supplied by electric source. Now if we see disadvantages, the voltage does not increase or decrease if the cell of the same type are connected in parallel. So the electric current in the circuit is the same even though more cells are connected in parallel. So where do we use parallel circuits in daily life? Parallel circuits are used in wiring almost in everything in buildings. You use them to turn on the lights in a room. You use a blow dryer or plug anything into an outlet. A parallel circuit is used when the current through several components needs to be independent of each other. So this is all about the series and parallel circuits, their advantages, disadvantages, their usage, and how to calculate the equivalent resistance. Please go through this slide again and try to understand more. Thank you for today.